Hello guys, welcome back to the Prison Pearls channel. Today we are going to be discussing a new launch that just recently happened. You may already know what it is. It is the Curl Talk line. We have the cleansing oil, the curl mask, the leave-in conditioner, the curl foam, and we are going to be talking about my first impressions, what I would recommend using it for, included with their already out gel, defining cream, and mousse, and we're going to talk about it all put together, and we are going to get into the nitty-gritty of my thoughts and what I would recommend using them for. Number one, I want to thank Not Your Mothers for sponsoring this video. I love them. I love their team. I love their products. I've talked about them multiple times with you guys, so I'm super excited to be working with them on this review. And please know that every single thing that I say is going to be exactly my thoughts, my opinions, but I am excited to get into this, so let's get started. Real quick before we get into the first one, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you are never missing any of my new curl tutorials or tips, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's going to be coming. Number one is the cleansing oil, okay? This bad boy, you guys, this is like an A++ in my book. Let's just talk about this. I love the tip on here. Why? Because it's so easy to get into my scalp, and this is a scalp cleansing product. So with scalp cleansing products, one of the things that I have sometimes trouble with is that with my hair being as thick and dense as it is sometimes, it's really hard to get in there. I love that I can get it right into my scalp directly. Basically, this product is super phenomenal to be able to actually get in deep with the roots. So one of the cool things too is that it has peppermint oil, but if you guys have ever used some products that are like crazy pepperminty, like they're almost overpowering sometimes. So this is a really nice light peppermint scent, and it also has Amazonian white clay and superfood oil blend. Say that 5 times fast. I can't. Yeah, so with the superfood oil blend, what that is, I'm going to just read this so that you guys can actually get the full info. A nutrient-dense combination of avocado buriti and marula oil, rich in minerals and fatty acids that work in tandem to add moisture deep into the hair shaft. And y'all, I have to say, it really does do exactly that. My scalp felt amazing after this. I would highly recommend this scalp treatment. That is number one. Let's move on to the new mask. So the new mask right here, you guys, this new mask is phenomenal. This only needs to stay on for 5 to 10 minutes, okay, which is amazing. I cannot stand when a mask needs to stay on for like a half an hour. Yes, you can do that. You can add that on or you can sleep in it. But if I'm in a crunch, I don't want to have to be in the shower for that long, and I don't want to have to wait to do my hair for that long. So 5 to 10 minutes is great for somebody that needs to get stuff done ASAP. Okay, so this also has their superfood oil blend as well as sunflower seed extract. And y'all, sometimes one of the things that I find with a mask is that it's so moisturizing that sometimes it actually weighs down my curls, which is kind of defeating the purpose sometimes. I'm personally one of those people that really loves like all of the volume, like just give it all to me. And so with this, it's really made for a very lightweight. So you don't have to worry about it weighing those curls down, even though you're doing a really deep hydrating treatment. So huge win in my book. Now, with that said, if you feel like your curls, like if you're like a 3C or in the 4s and you need some really deep, intense hydration, or you're coming out of the winter when everything's been crazy dry and you really feel like you need, like intense hydration, you may even want to jump up into one of their Naturals line products. So these are 2 of my favorites that I go back and forth between, and I'm going to be using these and that because just depending on how my hair is feeling that day. But these 2 are really phenomenal. I love this one. This is the matcha green tea and wild apple blossom. Okay, so these are their hair butter masks, and I absolutely adore these. I have like all of them, and these are the two that I find that I reach for the most. And this one is their curl defining with the Tahitian gardenia flower and mango butter, and they're both phenomenal. 98% naturally derived ingredients, which is a really big deal. CG friendly, amazing product. So if you're looking for something that even might be a little bit heavier than this and is also just a little bit even more moisturizing, you won't get quite as the like lightweight, but you will get more high moisture. So those are all within the Not Your Mother's product line, but all phenomenal options. So highly recommend all three of those. Okay, let's move on to the new leave-in. This new leave-in conditioner, one of the things that I do need to bring up about this leave-in conditioner, it's really not, in my opinion, made for something that's going to be on your wash day. If you have really thin hair and it's not like crazy dry, then I would say maybe you could use this as an actual leave-in on day one. But for me, it's not hydrating enough. I need, as I've talked about many times, all of the hydration. I have high porosity. I do not stick with CG 100% by any means, so I lighten my curls. You'll know I have dark roots. This is not my natural color. So I do need a lot of hydration. So this, for me, is amazing for refreshes. Okay, so I would highly recommend using this for refreshes and or using this just simply as a product that is great for a heat protection product too. So if you're diffusing and you're using like low heat, medium heat, don't you dare use high heat on your curls. If you use that medium to low heat setting, this would be a great thing to even use on that wash day just to make sure that you add that extra barrier of heat protection. But for me, this is also really great for a light refresh to add a little bit of extra moisture, a little bit of extra shine. This is phenomenal for that. To go with refreshes again, they came out with a specific refreshing product, and that is their new curl foam. Okay, so the curl foam, this is super lightweight, okay? It's very low hold. I think they have it, I think it actually says on here, yeah, weightless foam, instantly shapes and adds shine between washes. So they know this is really meant for a refresh product, and I would 100% agree. This is a phenomenal refresh product because it's not going to add weight to your curls. It's really, really lightweight. And I'm just gonna show you guys what this looks like really quick so you guys can see. So if you guys see, it's not like the mousse that they have with their older part of their line. So if you guys can see that more closely, it's really very like watery, okay? So, and now I'm just gonna throw that in the curls because why not? A little extra weightless hydration never hurt anybody. So, God, it smells so good. I love the scent of the Curl Talk line. It smells amazing. But so I've been finding myself using this on a lot of my refresh days because I really, between washes, I wash my hair between 5 to 7 days, and I refresh my hair about every other day, and I only do one really intense refresh on day 4 or 5 normally. So this is a great way, like just to kind of to help out those curls maybe around your face a little bit, or that are just frizzing out a little bit on like day 2, day 3. I highly recommend this. I'm finding this is something I'm reaching for a lot recently. So thank you, Not Your Mothers, for coming out with this. Love it. But let's talk too about how I styled with some of the older products from the Curl Talk line, because I have been trying those out for quite a while now. I don't even know when those actually came out. If I find out, I'll put it up here. But I started using these quite a few months ago and find they are a really fantastic bang for your buck, okay? So in this wash day, I used all of these products, okay? Minus the curl foam because I knew that was made for just refreshes, and then I just refreshed with it. But what I did was I raked through with the curl cream. Then I raked through, then I raked through with the sculpting gel, okay? And from there, I went through and did my finger coiling that I always do. okay? And if you're not familiar with my finger coiling and you're new here, I'm going to put up here the link to my finger coiling tutorial. It is a game changer. When I started finger coiling, it was seriously like changed the life of my curls, promise. So go check that out if you haven't already. But I finger coiled with all that product in there, and then I added in the mousse. Now, as I showed you guys just that foam is a lot more watery. The mousse, I'm just gonna show you guys what this looks like too. The mousse, if you see, it expands, okay? So it's really it's still a lightweight hold, but it's got a little bit more hold, I think, than the new foam does. So, and now I'm just going to throw this bad boy in here too, because it's not gonna hurt anything. It just is gonna add to my extra shine and my hold. So, see, looks so nice. God, I'm not kidding. I could smell this all day, every day. So as I was saying with this mousse, what I would recommend doing is after you've done your finger coiling, I would actually scrunch that in as just like an extra little bit of hold and a little bit of extra shine, but it's really lightweight hold. So basically I just went through and separated each level. Look at those. I'm getting my roots done here tomorrow, actually. This is editing Chloe later on, and I did not get my roots done because coronavirus. So, but I separated that, and then I went in and just basically went through and rubbed that through, and then also scrunched it in. Once I was done with that, I went through and diffused just as I normally would. If you are also not familiar with my diffusing technique, I also have a video on that gives you all the do's and the don'ts, and that is also linked up here. So once I was done with that, we were good to go, and y'all, the amount of volume I got is insane. I seriously am obsessed with the amount of volume I'm getting for day one. Like, do you see all this top volume right now? Like, so good. It won't even stay down. For day one curls, I'm pretty used to like having to really like do a lot of extra zhuzhing in order to get the volume that I want. But on this wash day, I am not kidding, it was the most voluminous hair I've had in a very long time. And I have to say that is because their products, Not Your Mother's products, do such an amazing job at giving you all the volume. And it is phenomenal. Now, one thing to also mention, which is amazing about the quality of these products and how much Not Your Mother's really cares about what they're putting into their products for their ingredients, is it has no sulfates, no silicones, no alcohols, no parabens, dyes, or phthalates, okay? So these are super friendly products for all curls. So if you're wavy, you're curly, you're coily, I really truly feel like these will work for you. You might have to play with them in order to figure out exactly how they're going to work best for your type of curl. But I am telling you, I think these should be in every single curly girl's arsenal. Yes, I call it an arsenal because the curl game is serious, guys. It's very serious. Not Your Mother's has put in something called a rice curl complex. Okay, so what that is, I'm gonna read this again because I don't wanna mess it up, is a blend of rice, keratin amino acids, and enzymes to hydrate, condition, protect, and enhance curl retention. So it's my understanding that this rice curl complex is a portion of like protein that goes into that. So if you are protein sensitive, and I know some people's curls are protein sensitive, keep that in mind with how many of these products you use in a wash day, because if you are super protein sensitive and you use all protein rich products, then you might get a little bit of protein overload. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that you are using some with protein and some moisture rich. So that is something I would say is really important. So just keep that in mind if you are on that end of the spectrum. I would just recommend being cautious when you are figuring out which products are going to be best for you, because we want to make sure we have equal parts moisture and equal parts on the protein end. I know when I get over the top protein in my hair, it tends to get that kind of like straw feeling. And I don't think anybody wants their curls to feel like straw, right? Okay, we want it to feel bouncy and beautiful and shiny and voluminous and all of the things, but not straw. Okay guys, so that is going to conclude the review and how I would recommend using each and every single one of these products. I hope you got a lot out of this. I hope it was helpful, and I cannot wait to hear your reviews yourself and to try these. Let me know, put it in the comments, go DM me on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, definitely go check out over there. I will pop that up over here so you guys can see kind of what my feed looks like. But in general, I talk a lot about curls, tips, tricks, makeup, daily stuff, my animals, like nothing is off limits. So definitely come check me out over there if you haven't already. But thank you again to Not Your Mothers for sponsoring this video. I greatly appreciate it. So I love them to death, and honestly, I think you guys will too. This Curl Talk line is phenomenal, and I really do look forward to hearing your reviews on this as well. So if you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, make sure you have the bell icon on, and subscribe, because we never want you guys to miss any more tutorials and tips on the curls. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.